so this is my first video of a project. I've done a lot of projects, but I've never done an RV project before. So we thought that it would be cool to put it on video and share it with everybody, because I know there is interest out there on vintage RVs. This is not as vintage as 1940 or 1950, but it's a 1970 Ford chassis, and it's made by Overland Manufacturing. I don't know what the model is. Maybe somebody out there could help me with it. It's been painted over. So far I haven't been able to find out what the model is. But it is a Ford F-350 chassis. It was built, according to the label, it was built in November of 1970. What I do is I put together old trucks and sell them. I tend to like the 1967 and 1972 Ford body style. And so I'm always on Craigslist and other places looking for trucks like this that I can pick up cheap, put together, and resell. It was during that search for trucks that I came across this. I never thought about really doing a motorhome before, and I had only seen a couple of these. But because of the price that was listed, I thought it was definitely something worth looking at. So it was listed for $2,800. It was not too far away, about 15 or 20 miles away. So the wife and I jumped in the truck and went over to look at it. Once we got there, I was pretty excited, honestly, because it's actually in really good condition. And for $2,800, I thought it was a really good deal. He had a little issue getting it started. The carburetor leaks. The wiring under the hood is an absolute disaster. And because he saw me looking at that and pointing things out, he says, "You know what, I'll take $1,800 for it right now." So instead of bartering with him or drawing it out, making it longer than it needed to be, I told him, "That's a great deal, I'll take it." So he even towed it over here for us because he had a big tow rig, and towed it for us. I gave him a couple $100 for that. So far we're into it for $2,000. It does run and drive. It needs brake work, and it needs new tires. We have decided, since we've been doing these trucks for a while, these are referred to as a bump truck. So what we did is we named it the Bump House. And for those of you that don't know what the bump really stands for, I'll go over it right quick. This molding right here is covering up what's referred to in the industry as a bump. These are referred to as bump trucks. This right here is a bump out on the side of the truck. It runs from the front all the way to the back. So these are referred to as a bump truck. In 1973, the body style changed, and it was actually dished in. It was dented in, so they call those the dent side trucks. So this is a bump truck, this is a bump truck, this is a house, so it's a bump house. This is my faithful employee, Murphy. He'll be following us throughout the process. He immediately found the seat and doesn't want to leave. The body itself is in great shape, other than this fender right here is rusted out at the bottom. It's a fairly easy fix for guys that do welding and stuff, but I just happen to have the perfect fender, same color, for this truck. So all I've got to do, it doesn't have the holes for the trim, so I'll have to use this as a pattern and punch the holes in the other fender for the lower trim and the upper trim. I'd like to say that this trim is in amazing condition on both sides. There's just a couple real minor little things that I can take out with a piece of wood and a rubber mallet from the back side. But we'll polish those up, make it look real good. I haven't decided yet if we're going to paint it, because I honestly like the patina on the older paint. It is pretty sure it's a factory paint. It might have been painted over. It has been painted over, it looks like, but the doors and the interior are the original paint. Looks to be the original seat covers. Ford did offer bucket seat option. These are your trucks. This is a Ranger XLT, which means it's got all the fancy trim. For 1970, this was the top of the line model. It's the fancy trim. It does have air conditioning, and it looks like it was a factory installed AC unit. It's got the Ford logo on it, and it does work. It's amazing, but it is hooked up and it does work. Before we go into the home or the house part, I want to show you real quick under the hood for those guys that want to see what the power plant is, and you get an idea of what I mean when I said wiring nightmare. This is an absolute wiring friggin' nightmare. All the way across here, all these, there's just wires upon wires. Part of the reason I found out there's so many wires is this motor is actually, it's not the factory motor that came with it. It probably would have come with a 360 or possibly a 390 motor. This is a 460. And I was able to determine by the sticker on the valve covers, this is off of a 1986, probably F350 or F450 truck or motorhome, because it is industrial gray color. The carburetor leaks. I've got to take it off and rebuild it. I was getting ready to do that, and then we all of a sudden decided, you know what, let's do a video, and I'd like to show the complete before and after of this thing. The motor itself looks like it's in great shape. It sounds good. It's got good oil pressure. It seems to have great compression. So I think the motor itself is in really good shape. I don't plan on doing anything to the motor except maybe put headers on it. The exhaust system is pretty bad. So I'm thinking if I'm going to do a new exhaust, I'll probably put headers on it and get a little bit better torque power out of it. And we may actually put a new Holley fuel injection system on it. Kind of tossing that idea around. I want it to be reliable. So it does have the big radiator. It's also got a transmission cooler and a remote oil engine cooler up front. So it's kind of crowded up in here. I'm going to see what I can do to clean things up a little bit, and I guarantee I'll be getting rid of some wires. Also be getting rid of some of the aftermarket lighting that they did on this. The tow truck already got rid of one, it looks like, but I may save them. You know, these ones in particular, the older. I don't even know if it might have been factory, because there's a mount right here that looks like it's contoured to the bumper perfectly. So I don't know. We may end up keeping those. So let's go on to, well, before we go to the inside, we'll go to the outside real quick. The body itself is in pretty good shape. There's a few minor issues I got to deal with the outside. But overall, it's in good shape. I crawled underneath it. This frame is built on there's a 2x12 that runs the length of the trailer, or the house, and it's cut up here, obviously, so it's got like a dovetail or reverse dovetail on the back, so that you don't bottom out when you go through ditches, maybe. But so it's 2x12 construction on the outside, and it's got 4x4s as floor joists, which I was shocked. I thought it would be like a 2x4 at the most, but 4x4, so it's real solid underneath, it looks like. I'm not sure if these windows are original because they're rounded. I figured that they would be squared, but I don't know. Somebody out there might be able to tell me. They're in good shape. Other than the peeling paints, I'll probably utilize those. I'm going to try to keep this thing under budget, but we haven't figured out what our budget is yet. So it did come with a generator, but the generator is missing. But I got a good size location here for the generator. I'll obviously end up redoing all the wiring because the whole coach is looking like this on the inside with wires. Just, I mean, looking pretty dangerous. So we'll fix that. The back of it's in pretty good shape. Heavy duty bumper with class 3 hitch. It's got a big storage compartment back here. They put another water tank back here. There's actually 3 water tanks on this thing, which I'm not sure I'm gonna keep them. I might do something a little bit different. I think I definitely want to get new tanks for it, because who knows what's in these tanks. I may put them in the same location, I may change it, I'm not sure. You know, I'm concerned about weight distribution. But they obviously were too, because this tank is here in the back, right in the middle. And then we've got another tank on that side, right above the wheel wells. And then there's another tank on this side, above the wheel, or right behind the wheel wells, on that side. So, you know, the weight distribution actually is probably pretty good on this thing. This got a big gas tank on the side. I don't know how big it is, but it looks like it's at least a 50-gallon tank on that side. And then on this side, you got the generator. So it kind of, I would think, balances things out. Not sure where they put the batteries on this, or if there was even a place for extra batteries, but I do want to consider doing that. So I have some deep cycle batteries that'll last longer than the 12 volts. This I thought was cool, and we'll show it from the inside too. This right up here is a viewer for the back, and it magnifies. On the inside, it rotates so you can move it around and look, get like a 180 degree view of what's behind you. So that I thought was pretty cool, and we are definitely gonna keep that. You know, clean it up, polish it, make it look cool. But it looks like it was original, so we're gonna stick with it. This thing was in storage for quite a few years, I guess, but it's actually, we're in March now, but they kept the registration out, basically, so it made it real easy for us to transfer over, and it didn't cost a lot of money. We're in California, so smog is an issue you got to deal with, typically, but with 1970, there's no smog on it, so we don't have to worry about getting the thing smogged. So if we want to put a supercharger on it or a turbo, we can do that, not worry about it.